Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Is society relying on technology? So make sure to watch the full video. Is society relying on technology too much? Our lives are heavily influenced by technology, and many of us may find it difficult to recall a time before smartphones, computers, tablets, and other gadgets became commonplace. Although technology undoubtedly makes life simpler and more convenient, some question whether our society is too reliant on it. A Penn State study found that 77% of respondents believed that society as a whole relied too heavily on technology to succeed. Is society becoming too reliant on technology? There are even more jarring statistics that support it. Is society becoming too reliant on computers and phones? Technology, of course, offers countless advantages. But humans have also suffered as a result of their dependence on smartphones and computers. In the first place, it has caused users to become totally absorbed in their devices. In fact, there is a word for it: nomophobia, no mobile phone phobia, which is when a person has a fear of not having a phone. Today, nomophobia affects 66% of the population, according to TrendHunter. Has a genuine fear of losing their phone or leaving it behind. What impact does technology have? What harm does our dependence on technology cause us? Technology can affect our mental, physical, and emotional health and wellness even if we are not hooked to it. Technology has permeated every part of our life, resulting in everything from stiff necks to increased anxiety. Despite all of its advantages, technology can really hurt us if used carelessly, since it makes us become overly dependent on it. Technology's impact on entertainment. There were numerous ways for individuals to pass the time at the turn of the 20th century. Most of them entailed social interaction without the use of a gadget. For instance, people may go to dances, live performances, theme parks, or just play a simple game of stickball with their neighborhood pals. Although we still engage in these activities for amusement, the frequency has greatly decreased. Nowadays, thanks to the integration of phones, computers, and other such technologies into our life, we engage in many different forms of entertainment. We now refer to the enjoyment we receive from technology as passive entertainment. This could involve anything from listening to a podcast to binge watching an entire Netflix series. It doesn't take much work. Active entertainment or active leisure, which requires the use of physical or mental effort, is distinct from passive entertainment or passive leisure. Technology's impact on how we communicate. The way we communicate has changed as a result of technology. People had to talk to each other face to face to communicate back then. With the development of technology, we were eventually able to contact those who lived far away from us via phone calls, emails, and texts. With a few exceptions, we can now talk to anyone in the globe at any time with the press of a button, being in a place without internet or phone service. Although this may make sense in theory, the fundamentals of effective communication have been neglected. Consider this: have you ever received a text message rejection from someone? The impact of technology on society. There is no doubt that technology has made it simple for us to communicate instantly with our pals. However, many of us have also lost the ability to communicate with people in person without the use of technology. They can also conceal their presence by using the technology. Cyberbullying, one of the many risks of technology among young people, has increased as a result of technology, for instance. Fact number 4. Approximately 37% of adolescents between the ages of 12 and 17 have experienced online bullying, according to DoSomething.org. 30% have experienced it multiple times. Technology's impact on how we travel. The way we travel has been greatly changed by technology. We can locate our destination much more quickly these days. This began with the creation of vehicles like railroads, cars, and airplanes. And now, hundreds of years later, we've advanced this by light years by using the internet and mobile apps to make travel simpler and more available. However, this has further distanced humans from their hunter-gatherer origins. Without technology, most of us would have a difficult time surviving or simply navigating a strange environment. There's no arguing that technology has increased our dependence on it, but it also makes it possible for people to travel who otherwise wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. The impact of technology on our research methods. In the past, people used to perform their own research to get information, frequently with the aid of books, a librarian, interviews with experts, or their own experiments. It can take a while, and you might not find the solution you're seeking for. These days, you can instantly get the solution to your question by typing it into a search engine. However, there is a drawback. Because information is so readily available, there is frequently a lot of false information as well. Even some of it wasn't authored by people. Understanding the symptoms of too much technology dependence. There is nothing wrong with utilizing technology to simplify and improve daily life. We need to stand back and reevaluate our reliance on technology when we become overly reliant on it. If you're unsure if you rely on technology too much, consider whether the following statements describe your life. Without internet access, nothing can be accomplished. If your internet connection is lost, your workday is over. When you're online, time slips your mind. Calculators are used for straightforward computations. Without connection, you experience anxiety. You either have a phone addiction or you let robots control how you react and behave. Technology dependence dangers. If you feel overly reliant on technology and are asking why it is bad for society, this dependence might be risky. If we are not careful, technology can affect us physically, intellectually, and emotionally. Others may potentially suffer injury as a result. How? Read on. 1. Depression and anxiety. Anxiety and despair have been related to technology reliance. Our mental health is being negatively impacted by a number of factors, including social media pressures, the rise of cyberbullying, and the bright phone screens that interfere with our ability to sleep. Fact number 7. According to a University of Missouri study, we found that Facebook users are considerably more likely to report symptoms of depression if they sense envy of the activities and lives of their friends on Facebook, said Margaret Duffy, a professor and chair of strategic communication. 2. Impatience. We are more impatient than ever because of technology. This has caused us to believe that people should always be accessible and available since they are capable of doing so. The majority of us could become irritated if someone doesn't pick up the phone immediately or if we notice that they have seen a message but haven't yet replied. For many, many years, waiting a while to hear back from someone was the standard. 3. Recall. Our reliance on technology also poses a risk to our memory and the positive feelings that are associated with it. We haven't been using our brain's memory as much as we could because technology has made it possible for us to store information on memory cards on a gadget. Fact number 8. According to a scholarly study titled The Brain in Your Pocket, those who think more instinctively and less analytically when faced with reasoning problems are more likely to rely on their cell phones, i.e., extended minds, for knowledge in daily life. 4. Dependence. The prevalence of technical addiction, which is defined as the insatiable drive to use technological equipment or the associated software, apps, and platforms, has increased as a result of technology. Teenagers are especially prone to technological addiction, but both youngsters and adults are beginning to feel its effects. The Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation states in fact number 9 that researchers have uncovered evidence that persons who overuse technology may acquire similar brain chemistry and neural patterning to those who are hooked to narcotics. This can lead to or exacerbate anxiety, depression, and in severe situations, it may even contribute to suicide. 5. Replacement of skills. No matter where we are, technology gives us the chance to master new abilities. People can launch completely internet enterprises from scratch. However, the same issue as memorization can arise from this easy access to skills. It can affect our natural skill acquisition abilities when we rely on our devices for a particular skill set, for example, utilizing a water intake app rather than knowing how much water we should be drinking on our own. The function of technological dependence on innovation and advancement. So while technology aids in our social advancement, are all the risks associated with its use actually holding us back and regressing society? Many professionals concur. We'll work harder to make those specific devices better as we grow more dependent on them and less able to socialize, remember things, solve problems, and learn new skills, which will also reduce our ability to focus, want to invent new things, and learn new talents. Therefore, if we want to continue developing and realizing new concepts in the future, we must lessen our reliance on technology. Finding a technological social balance. As we discuss the issues of over-relying on technology, it's critical that we do not lose sight of the many advantages and benefits that technology has for society. Moderation is a wise strategy to avoid being overly reliant on anything. We must strike a balance between technology and society in order to reduce this. This could be setting a time limit on how much time you spend on your phone or giving yourself a chance to solve a problem without quickly looking it up online. Is technology influencing society too much? Technology is a fantastic learning tool that may assist us in developing the skills necessary for a successful profession. However, this must be done in conjunction with learning how to deal with academic and future career obligations without relying entirely on technology. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.